kicking it back 21 years when the NASCAR Busch Series last ran here for a span of 12 years from 1988 to 2000. Unclosing the great 0.54 mile uniquely shaped short oval with 13 degrees of banking in the turns. Tonight, we see the return of the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. Hello YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. We welcome you to the live coverage of round 24-36 of the Outlaws Sim Series season in the virtual Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where we continue to run to the playoffs with 3 races remaining in the regular season. I'm joined with Jacob Zala and James Gilliard with me on the call, and we're gonna get right into it. And we're gonna take a look at the well, let's talk about the charity first of all. That's first things first, the business part of it. And again, the final 30 minutes of practice. We broadcast the final 30 minutes of practice to shout out a charity each week, and tonight's charity, the American Humane Association, is committed to ensuring the safety, the welfare, and the well-being of animals. For more than 100 years, American Humane has been first in promoting the welfare and safety of animals and strengthening the bond between animals and people. And well, they are the first to serve wherever animals are in need of rescue or shelter, protection, or security through their innovative leadership initiatives. From their No Animals Were Harmed program in Hollywood to the broad-based farm and conservation animal welfare certifications to rapid response rescue and care across the country, American Humane sets the gold standard as the most visionary and effective animal welfare organization in the nation. And now, let's get to it tonight, and let's take a look at the playoff standings coming into tonight's race. And of course, the winners, they all stay the same for the most part, as we're really looking at that battle for that final playoff spot, where Devin Smith holds the top spot in the standings that has yet to win this season. He's 80 points ahead of the top of the cut line. Then we get really tight down here. We have 34 points that Kevin Thompson has over over Jason Miz. Kyle Lingerfeld 22. And then we have Miz, and then Gilliard and Gardner, they're tied at 50 apiece for 15th. Unfortunately, that is just gonna, the gap for Gilliard is gonna unfortunately increase the cut line, as he is not gonna be able to pretty much race the rest of the season with his injury to his wrist. But we're back here with the action. Myrtle Beach Speedway. Again, just a fun little short track here in South Carolina, and a lot of history with this short track. Boys, what are your thoughts on Myrtle Beach?
To be honest, I never heard of this track until it came to iRacing, and all I know is it's in South Carolina, because I know about Myrtle Beach, and that's about all I know.
I like it. It's a fun little track. Kind of reminds me of Richmond a little bit.
That's for sure. I think the unique shape of it, as you see Adrian Schumacher have a little trouble getting down into turn 1. This is a crazy little track. You come off of turn 4, and then you're not even going straight. You are going straight, but not even towards turn 1. Really, you're going like at an angle. It's a little bit of a tri-oval here on this front straightaway, and then you angle the car for turn number 1. Very, very fun, very tricky little track. We had a how should I say? I guess a requested interview today. Jacob, I guess, really wanted to interview Landon, and we'll get that in right away. Also, should shout out Landon and his car. Landon is running the car of the charity we are sporting today. He's right now 5th in the practice session. Of course, practice a little different. There's a little bit of a lobby issue, so the session had to be remade. So all these practice times are not necessarily indicative of the entire field, but we should expect Landon to be up there. But in that beautiful number 8 American Humane Association Xfinity Series Chevrolet Camaro, Landon Cardula, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. I assume this was maybe an agreed upon kind of thing between you and Jacob. At the very least, I agreed with it, especially to get eyes on that beautiful race car right there. But
yeah, that's the exact reason why I did it.
Talk about what this charity means to you, because I think you did a lot of getting this charity to the spotlight for today's race.
It's one of those charities. I mean, it's basically any humane society that you go to, that's the biggest thing. So many dogs and any type of animals get hurt or abused or abandoned, and it's just not right. Their family as well. So I thought this would be a great one to showcase tonight. I know we haven't done a animal one, I don't think, so thought I'd try it.
Yeah, for sure. Jacob, I figured this is kind of your thing, so I'll let you run with it.
Landon, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing all right. I love that paint scheme, man. It's a beautiful paint scheme. And how's the car feeling?
Feels good. It's a little snug through the corners, but I mean, once you get in a rhythm, just like Nashville and just like USA, it just breaks in. So we'll see what we can do. It'll be tough, but yeah, it'll be fun.
Will we see that number 8 up front tonight?
God, I hope so. I need a good run.
You haven't raced in the past what, 2 weeks? I think it's been. How are you feeling?
Feel good.
Right now?
Having some personal time to myself. Personal stuff going on, so took a little break, but all refreshed and ready to go.
All right, and then I'll ask one more question, then get you on your way here. The cautions tonight, it's a tight, short track, almost like Richmond, sort of. How many cautions are you expecting tonight?
3. That's my guess. This group's pretty good at short track, so I'm not betting too many cautions.
All right. Well, I think that's it for me. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, right on. Hey, real quick, I guess, Eddie, do you have any questions for Landon?
Really sound like y'all about covered it all, but I will add that is a nice looking car, and I'd like to wish you good luck tonight, bud, on a good run.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Rock on. And that was Landon Cardullo, driver to number 8, right now running in the 5th position in practice. And yeah, once again, great looking car. I mean, he always makes some amazing paint schemes, but I think this one's even better because, of course, sporting the charity and all, great cause. And then I think he said he's never ran a black and white car, so nice to see a little step out of the comfort zone, I guess, when it comes to creating these liveries. So good on him. Let's talk to somebody who was not happy with himself last week, kind of with how things went down, and I guess, yeah, more of himself. He thought he could have won last week, but ends up coming home second last week at 5 flags. Malenko second on the practice charts. What is your game plan today to outdo Greg Holden, anyone else who puts up a challenge?
Drive better.
Fair enough. Yeah, with Greg Holt short pitting last week, obviously depending on how the race goes, is you go around into turn 1, lock it down. You got a car coming. Oh, wow. With him short pitting last week, is that going to be on your mind if you get into a long green flag run?
It might. I don't really know, because I really didn't feel too bad right now, at least in practice. So you're hitting our fastest lap, maybe 5-6 lap in on your tires.
Right on. Let's talk about today. How's the car feeling? I know you had a little bit of the say in the setup this week, you being there at the test session on Sunday. So how's the car? How's the track?
The car's good. Love the track. Car is okay with it.
Alright, so Xfinity cars, first time, well, I mean, obviously this is virtual, but haven't ran here in 21 years with the NASCAR Busch Series, last coming here in 2000. What do you think of the combination?
It's okay. It's a little, the brakes really ain't set for this kind of setting. It just really isn't. It's, no matter what you do, it's kind of real slidey going in.
Rock on. Jacob, you have any questions for Mal?
No, I think I'm all right.
Right on. Eddie, you have any questions for Mal?
Hey, Mal, how you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing okay. Yourself?
Well, I've been better, but this is all about y'all. I know you love these short tracks. What kind of strategy other than just running better you gonna implement tonight to get this checker flag?
I'll hopefully qualify a lot better because I think that's what caught me out at 5 flags is starting from 10th. By the time I got up to second, there was a pipe dream getting to Holt. So mostly qualifying better. That's what I really need to do.
Yeah, I was watching you running down last week before he pulled that short pit strategy. Did you mess up your pit, or did it just that one lap gaining that much time?
Looking back at it, I went a little bit slower into pit lane because there was 2 cars behind me. I had to get down a lot earlier than Holt did, so kind of screwed up, I guess, going into pit lane. That's what cost me the time. Plus, he pit a lap earlier, so he had that run for a lap.
All right, yeah. Well, good luck. Maybe you can keep up with him tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Rock on, and yeah, that was Malenko, driver number 7, right now sitting second on the practice charts. And let's take a look at these practice charts. Greg Holt, last week's winner. Maybe let's take a shot and see what last week's winner right now. 2 wins on the season already for driver of the number 3, Mr. Greg Holt. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm okay. We see you top of the charts. What's the game plan this week to get your 3rd win on the season?
Hopefully start somewhere near the front and just kind of stay there and ride it out. Let tire wear do the work for us. Keep it clean.
So, let's talk about last week. Very admirable, the race that you put on there. But after looking back at it, what really, I think, solidified that win for you was your pit entry in comparison to the 7s.
I looked at that. Because I went back and looked, and I put about 4 laps on him, or 4 seconds on him, just entering and exiting the pits, plus a second and a half on that first lap out. So, and I really didn't have to drive the car. I just, after that, it was just ride. And just take care of it, because you make up 7 seconds in that, and you burned your shit up. Oops, excuse me.
That's all right.
Don't worry, I've already done it tonight.
All right.
What was that?
I said I already did it tonight, so don't worry.
It's been a little rough. All right. Have you worked on your pit entry? Have you perfected it, or is that even a worry for you? You just know how to pit everywhere?
I've actually I've made 3 pit stops after I've gotten the tires a little bit warm. See what it's going to do. The first couple, this place creeps up on you for sure when you're getting in there, because it's right at the start of where the concrete walls are, where it starts, beeping at you, telling you to slow the hell down because you're going too fast. So I'm practicing it. I think I got it dialed in. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, you just got to stay out of trouble at this place. I hope we get as lucky and we don't have any cautions like last week, but I don't know as if this place is going to be as forgiving with way less banking here than there.
Oh, for sure. And that leads me to my next question. We haven't seen, at least, in real life, NASCAR Xfinity Series, NASCAR Busch Series action since the year 2000. What do you think of this car and track combination?
I like it. It's definitely, you gotta be a lot easier on it. This is more of a super late model style race now. But yeah, I like the way it handles, and it kind of burns the right rear off a little more than the right front, which is, I like that a lot more than plowing all around the track. So I think it feels good. It's fun. It's different. That's for sure.
Rock on. Hey, Jacob, you got any questions for last week's winner, Greg Holt?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and throw in a couple questions here. Greg, first of all, how you doing?
I'm good. Hope you're doing as good as well, Jacob.
Yep, I'm doing all right. So last week you said that your tracks are tracks that you can break at. So speaking, this is also a track that you can break at. What's it going to take for you to get this win tonight?
Just to stay out of trouble. That's it. Just got to stay out of trouble. Don't beat myself. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Caught you right in the middle. Wow.
Yeah. Don't let stuff like that happen. How's that?
Yeah, I agree. And then I'm gonna ask everyone I interviewed tonight. Caution count. How many laps do you think we got? How many cautions do you think we get tonight?
I'm gonna say three and under. How's that? I'm going
That
for that.
works.
That's because that's what I want. If there's 3 or less, that'll be all right with me. Get a couple of them out of the way at the start, and then get into some long green flag runs.
I think that's what we like to see up here. That's all from me. Eddie, you got any questions for him?
Yeah, how you doing tonight, Mr. Holt? You got a copy, Greg?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
I can now. Well, I won't keep you too long. I know you're trying to get some last minute practice in, but first of all, I'd just like to congratulate you on a dominating win last week and sitting on top of speed charts this week. And I think that's a smart move to practice those pit stops. I think it was real evident last week that gained you a lot of time. So good luck tonight, bud.
Thank you very much.
Rock on. And so last week's winner, Greg Holt, right now top of the charts, looking to go back-to-back and try to get his third win on the season here today. The Outlaws Sim Series running Myrtle Beach. 3 races left in the playoffs. Can we have another little playoff spoiler win on the very tight, very demanding run to the playoffs? Good luck to you, Greg.
Thanks.
That was the number 3. And well, now let's look at it. I mean, we've talked to, some of the up front guys. Let's talk about if we can see if it talk to any of those guys right around that cut line. I'd want to say
I was thinking maybe I can give a suggestion again. Maybe we can throw another Brandon Richardson. I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah, he's not in the Discord.
Oh, he's not.
Right.
Okay. Well,
About a Miz or
yeah, Miz right there on the cut line. What, he was 22
Adam.
back. Miz.
He's right there too, right?
Yeah, we'll get both of them. How about that? But yeah, let's talk to him. 22 points below the cut line, Miz. Couple very tough tracks this final 3 races. But that being said, they're tough tracks for everybody. What's your game plan?
Stay out of trouble and collect as many points as possible. And just hope the people in front of me in points have bad races. As bad as that is to say. But that's my only hope. Because I don't see a win coming.
Well, let's talk about today. How is the car feeling today right now? I guess middle of the pack on the speed charts.
Yeah, I just bought this track today. So, I mean, I'm getting used to it. Car feels good. It's just not giving it too much gas off of 2 and 4. It's going to be a trouble spot.
So I've kind of asked this to everybody we've interviewed today, but this combination of track and car, the NASCAR Busch Series last ran here in the year 2000. What do you think of this track car combo?
I like it. I was expecting it to be a lot worse than what it is, but I mean, I actually like this track. Just need to get a little bit faster.
Right on. So what's your game plan today? As far as strategy and do you plan on qualifying and how aggressive you're going to be maybe trying to move through the field?
Oh, man. I mean, I should be aggressive, try to get points, but then that's going to lead me into accidents. So, I mean, I'm just going to fill out the first, little bit, see how it goes, and then hopefully, last 50, 75 laps, make a good charge through the field.
Right on. Jacob, you have any questions for Miz?
sure, I'll go ahead and throw one in there. Miz, how you doing?
I'm alright. How about yourself?
I'm good. Question for you. Does that 24 car have any power left? You're 22 points above the cut line. Can you get there?
I mean, we can. Just gotta have these last 3 consistent races and hope, some people have mistakes and it helps us out. Just gotta stay focused and only worry about what we can control.
All right, and then one more question for you. I have asked everybody this that's come in here. Caution count for tonight. What do you got?
No, I don't know. I'm wrong every time I say anything on that.
All right. Well, if Eddie has any questions for you, I'll let him get through.
Miz, how you doing tonight, pal?
Good. How you doing, brother? How's the arm?
It's still broke. Man, you threw me off, buddy. I was gonna say that I was really looking forward to battling with you for that last spot there, and I'm gonna be pulling for you, and good luck. And I hope you get in there.
Yeah, man. Definitely missing you out here. We have a lot of good battles on the track, and just hope you get better, and can't wait to see you back out here.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I'll be back. Maybe to catch a race or two at the end of the year.
Ready?
Rock on. Well, I like that. Control only what you can control, and I think that is, again, very, very good to live by, especially in high pressure situation like this. So, Miz, best of luck to you tonight, and yeah.
Can I give one shout out real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Doug Solom's had surgery today. He's recovering, so he's not going to race. So just want to tell him we're thinking about him and feel better.
All right. What's up, James?
I was just wishing Doug a fast recovery if he's watching, or I don't know what type of surgery he had, but good luck.
He'll be tuning in. He'll be watching whenever he's not here, as long as he's breathing.
Yeah, I think we're kind of the same that way. I couldn't stand not to be here tonight or last week.
Yeah.
He is a trooper.
All right,
All right, gentlemen, appreciate you.
Yes, sir. And yeah, once again, thank you for reminding us about Doug. Of course, we want to shout him out. Him being here week in, week out as much as he can, and yeah, wish him speedy recovery and hopefully back on the track very soon. But all right, Miz, we'll leave you back to it. Best luck to you tonight.
Thank you, bro.
Good luck.
Yep, thanks.
And that was driver of the number 24, Jason Miz. And now let's talk to Adam Gardner, who's in a much tougher situation when it comes to making the playoffs, but not impossible, especially with the way things have been going the past 2 weeks. Adam, they've been dropping like flies in front of you. What's the game plan?
Trying to keep it alive, keep it in one piece.
Yeah, that's for sure. 50 points, 3 races, that's hefty, but not impossible.
Yeah, definitely could use a little luck, but you never know. I've had better runs than the week before pretty much every week the last few weeks, so I'll just try to keep doing what we've been doing, and hopefully it comes together the right way.
Rock on. So about tonight, when we put this schedule together back in the summer, what was your thoughts on taking these Xfinity cars to Myrtle Beach? We haven't seen in real life the Busch Series last ran here in the year 2000.
Well, I used to watch them racing here in real life on TV, and I've been watching for a long time, and it was always fun to watch. So hopefully we can put on a good show here tonight. Short tracks really have surprised me with how good they've been on both the cleanliness and the competition aspect. So I'm interested and looking forward to seeing what happens.
For sure. I completely agree. Yeah. Jacob, you have any questions for Adam?
Sure. How's it going, Adam?
It's not bad.
All right, that paint scheme looks beautiful. That number 56 Scooby-Doo car, always looking good on the track. How are you feeling about that number 56 machine tonight?
It's a short track, so I definitely would have preferred some bigger tracks to run to the end of the regular season, but we got to work with what we got to work with. Everyone's got it, and I kind of looking at it like a little mini Rockingham. It's definitely got a lot of the same characteristics, and I enjoy racing there. So.
Yes, sir. And then I'll ask the same question I've asked everybody. Caution count. We only had 1 or 2 at 5 flags last week. How are you feeling about tonight?
I wouldn't be surprised to see more of the same, to be honest. Yeah, we only had that 1 yellow last week. Everybody else, if they had an incident, really got their cars going again, and all the drivers were aware of what was going on, so it helped keep it cleaner. And to be perfectly honest, I would not be surprised one bit to see more of the same this week.
Yeah, I agree. Eddie, you got any questions for him?
Booby G, how you doing, pal?
A little sore after that hit.
Yeah, I was watching that. Did I scare you? I didn't mean to scare you. Yeah, dude,
Just hearing your voice, kind of makes me a little tingly.
That's right. That's lovely. I feel the same. So here we go again. That made me lose my train of thought. yeah, with some, some unfortunate luck from a couple of us, you're right there, 50 points out. Not impossible. Think you can make it, or what's you gonna do to try to get there?
I'm gonna try my best. I haven't missed the playoffs yet since the Outlaws has been formed, so I'd really like to keep that streak alive. But we got 3 races left to put it together. We got 23 in, and if I don't make it, I'm not gonna say it's because of our effort in these last few races. We just had a lot of bad luck to start the season, and a lot of bad breaks, and it's just been trying to dig out of a hole since then. So.
Absolutely, I know how that goes. Well, I just like to say thank you to you and the group of guys that helped you put on all this for us, and good luck.
I appreciate it, and definitely appreciate the 3 of you up top now, and really hate to see that you broke your hand. I was looking forward to running out through the end of the season and racing with you first to try to make it into the playoffs against each other. But I definitely wanted you to get better soon, get you back out here on the track again. We're definitely missing racing with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, I know, man. If it could have been any other thing but my arm, I mean, shit, I'd have took a damn knee or something, as long as it's the left knee. But good luck on the rest of the season, man. And again, I appreciate the effort y'all put in.
Appreciate it.
All right. I want to ask from a league owner perspective. 24 in. I know we kind of last time we asked this, we were about 11 or 12 in. So I guess it's the second third of the season complete. How would you evaluate?
Oh, I couldn't be more thrilled. As far as the overall picture and the overall product that's out here, I really think we got a good deal going. We got a good group of guys. We're always willing to entertain more people coming in and take their shot at trying to run with us. And it's gone a lot better than I expected. I figured we'd have some bumps along the way, and we've had a couple of little small hiccups, but it definitely, as far as the overall picture goes, much better than I could have ever anticipated or expected for our first season on it. And I'm really proud of the effort from everybody. You guys up top, the boys out here on the track, my guys working in race control, overseeing everything. I mean, it's really been a solid group effort, and the fact that everyone's worked together for the most part and really done their part and pulled their weight has just made things that much easier as far as an owner's perspective. I expected it to be a lot more difficult and a lot more bumps along the road, and I can't be any prouder than the boys.
Rock on. Anyone else you'd like to shout out, and then we'll let you go as practice is coming to a close?
Not that I can think of. We had that little bit of a lobby issue that put us on a little bit of a delay this evening, but we got things fixed up and rolling on and getting ready to qualify here. See how the night shakes out. 200 laps, a lot can happen.
Rock on. Well, we'll let you get back to it. I know you got to close out this practice session and get us to qualifying, so we'll leave you to it. Best luck to you tonight, and yeah, hopefully that picture's looking a little bit easy for you with 2 races left after today.
Appreciate it.
Rock on. And league owner and driver number 56, Adam Gardner. That's a great guy right there. He truly cares about what we're doing each week here, and gives me and Jacob and Eddie the opportunity to be here and present this to you, and very thankful that to have this series. For the first season on iRacing, most of these drivers, it's their first season on iRacing. This entire thing is brand spanking new in relation to so many of our iRacing leagues, and you could never tell if I didn't tell you.
Yeah, man, we put on a good show, and once again, thank you, Adam, for allowing us to do that. It's been fun being up here and able to present to you guys. It's been a great season. Let's see if we can keep on going for the last races we have left.
Right on.
Absolutely, it's some of the fun that I've done. I think the move to iRacing was the best move, and I'm glad we all decided to do it. It's been a blast.
That's for sure. I mean, I never thought that I always thought iRacing was in my future. I didn't think I was gonna be on iRacing in 2020, but of course the pandemic, and I had a whole bunch of money saved for. I was graduating that summer and I was gonna do a lot of things, and those all got canceled. Okay, you know, it is what it is. A lot of things got canceled for a lot of people. So, got a computer, got iRacing, all this equipment, and we're ready to rock. And I mean, it's been a blast. It's in a weird, twisted way. I I have the pandemic to thank for this opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like you said, you got your computer. I got mine back in April. I mean, I've been into iRacing since 2014, but I never really got to do it. I mean, I was on a laptop. So now that, you know, the pandemic hit and, you know, with my job and everything, you know, it put it right there. I'm able to do all this stuff now.
Let's take a look at the comments as practice is coming to a close. Cody Freeland in the chat. How you doing, Cody? Good friend of mine, and Jacob knows him as well. Rooting for Malenko tonight. Good on you. Mark Berger in the chat. Team Swift Racing, rocking Flood Brothers, go number 77. And yeah, 3 of the 4 Swift Motorsports cars, Malenko, Seth, and Max Service, they're all running the same livery. They're all Flood Brothers inspired. That's a sponsor from Seth, and he has them on the car, and he's giving them a nice little platform. Andrew St. Cour in the chat says, looking forward to another great race. Also looking forward to getting back on the track in a couple of weeks with such a great group. Doug Solms in the chat saying, shouting out Miz for the shout out that he gave to Doug. Love to see you supporting the series, brother. Can't wait to have you back on the track. Loved seeing that 13 car do its thing around these tracks. Andrew St. Cour says, let's go 81, rooting for you. Lisa Pratt in the house, loving the new colors, number 75. Let's go, Andrew. And that's for sure. That 75, that is bright orange, and you're not going to miss it. What a nice little livery that Pratt has. Andrew St. Cour says, you, Max, and Annabelle Ellis in the house for Landon Cardullo in the 8 car. So a lot of names here, a lot of fans here for a lot of the drivers here today. I love so many drivers getting so much support. Makes this series that much better. Qualifying is underway. Malenko top of the charts. Markle's gone second quickest out of 2 times. And on track, we also have Joseph Kazi and Matthew Setzer. And now Brandon Richardson.
Oh, Malenko putting it down into the victory lane here.
He thinks he's got pole. Here's Richardson here. Let's see how he's doing in the turn 1. Richardson starting his first timed lap.
This guy might be a factor to watch. He's been really good these past couple races, so we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, Richardson has been fun to watch. He's been moving steadily up the running order. Again, very, very impressed with the way he's been able to prove. A lot of the drivers have been able to prove. Matthew Setzer's gone 3rd quickest. Richardson 4th quickest. And now Kazi has gone 3rd quickest. They'll catch up with the 88 who's put it into the wall.
Put it to the barrier.
Team Swift's Max Service heads out onto the track. McClune and Devin Smith out there as well. Check out Devin Smith. As he starts his first time lap. Somebody else coming to the line, Joshua McClune. Don't think we really shouted him out last week. But glad to have him here tonight. 2nd quickest in that IK9 18 Toyota Supra 19703. Trying to top that with the 2nd lap. Devin Smith's gone 6th quickest on lap 1. McClune to the line. Does he improve? He did not. I think a lot of people are expecting their first lap to be the lap that carries them, unless you make a mistake. Smith goes 2nd quickest with a 1966.
What a lap from Devin Smith there.
Here's Max Service coming up to complete lap number 2. This is really it for Max Service. Where's he gonna put it? What kind of time is he gonna put in that 81? There's damage to it.
Oh, he wrecked. Oh, 7th.
He'll be 7th quickest. Kevin Thompson out there as well now.
Man, if Reese were here, I know he'd say something about that 89. That 89, man. Reese loves John Deere.
Kevin Thompson's gone 10th on his opening lap. Andrew Pratt is out on track as well. And Kevin Thompson's second lap doesn't improve his spot. It improves, but he stays 10th. Seth Berger has taken to the track real quick. Let's take a look at that bright number 75. Look at that. That is orange on orange.
What a creamsicle paint scheme we got there. That is a beautiful paint scheme.
How about Farron Eliam Jr., who spins across the line? He'll be 7th quickest. Let's take a look. We have Seth Berger out on track. Berger Nation rise up, and he's going to go around. Have that smoke rise up.
Wow.
And that's going to be it for him. His first lap is going to be a 19.902, and he'll be 10th quickest. Landon Cardulo starting his timed lap.
Let's see what that number 8 car can do now coming out of 2.
Pratt put down a real good second lap too. Moved up to third.
Yeah, Andrew Pratt to 3rd. This is a nice little starting lineup we have towards the front. We're still awaiting Greg Holt, who's just made his way to the track. Cardulo's first lap puts him 7th quickest. That's actually a little underwhelming, but could he pick up on the second lap? Also, Schumacher has taken to the track.
Water? Looks like there was a little bit of sparks
Might
in the car. No, we'll see now. I think he did. I don't think that second lap was validated.
Be a 1976 for Landon Cardulo. Greg Holt now on track. And Greg Holt's first lap. 6th quickest. Wow.
Wow.
After top of the charts in practice, what is the second lap going to be? Greg Holt, his second lap puts him 2nd quickest. It'll be a 1963. And you know what? We're not done yet. We still have Schumacher out on track now. It was just spun. So he's going to have to give it I think that might be it, actually, for Schumacher. I don't think he's going to get a lap in. Adam Gardner takes to the track in that number 56 Scooby-Doo Toyota Supra. But if things hold the way they do, you know, pending Adam Gardner, a couple other people who still have yet to take time, Malenko would have gotten his wish and, you know, just have a better qualifying to see if he can do anything about Greg Holt. And Gardner into the wall on lap 1.
Wow. It's alright, he's still got a second lap. He can fix that mistake.
Right, it's not all over. Schumacher is also going for it again. Actually, that might be it. Yeah, he's not even pushing.
Yeah.
So Gardner.
Better turn 2 there now in a 3.
Adam Gardner, out of 14 cars, he will qualify. 14th out of 15. Again, 19.982 for Adam Gardner. And we still have a hefty amount of time on the clock. Adrian Schumacher also put in a time, so I guess 16 qualifiers took to the track. Still awaiting Ms. Peck Filippi. Stutzman has taken to the track in Lingerfeld. Is Stutzman just out here to give us some fill time? So here comes Jeremiah Stutzman to start his first timed lap. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, so close to that wall.
Yeah, man, that wall comes up quick out of 2.
Stutzman, 16th quickest on the first lap, but he did have a very bad turn 1. We'll see what lap 2 brings. Out of 18 qualifiers, Stutzman will start 9th.
9.
That's smack in the middle of the qualifiers. And with 80 seconds left, let's let's shout out the charity again today. And, of course, the final 30 minutes of practice we broadcasted in the name of a charity today. And today's charity is the American Humane Association. The American Humane Association is committed to ensuring the safety, welfare, and well-being of animals for more than 100 years. American Humane has been first in promoting the welfare and safety of animals and strengthening the bond between animals and people. They are the first to serve wherever animals are in need of rescue and shelter or protection or security. And through their innovative leadership initiatives, from their No Animals Were Harmed program in Hollywood to the broad-based farm and conservation, animal welfare certifications to rapid response rescue and care across the country, the American Humane Association sets the gold standard as the most visionary and effective animal welfare organization in the nation. We have about 15 seconds left to qualifying, so nobody else is taking to the track. It'll be safe to say that our Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award winner today is going to be Malenko. And of course, Pratt Tile and Stone serving all your tiling needs since 2003. And we're at a short track, and you know, we expected Malenko to put up a fight today. Really, to put up a fight on this stretch of the season. It's been a little underwhelming, but he's finally gotten to a point where he can do something about it. He's starting up front, and that's what he said he needed from last week. So we'll see if he can do anything from the front today. But he's starting from the pole. Let's show you where everybody else has qualified for today's race at Myrtle Beach. Alongside of Malenko, we'll have Greg Holt starting second. Row 2, Devin Smith, Andrew Pratt. Row 3, Josh McClune, Tyler Markle. Row 4, Brandon Richardson and Landon Cardullo. Row 5, Jeremiah Stutzman and Joseph Causey. Row 6, Farron Elam Jr., Max Service. Jacob, take us through the next 12.
Give me one. All right, so 12th, 13th, we have Seth Berger and Seth Berger, and 14th, Matthew Setzer, and 15th, Adam Gardner, 16th, Kevin Thompson, 17th, Miz, 19th, Eric Peck, 20th, Kyle Lingerfeld, 21st, James Filippi, 22nd, Adrian Schumacher.
Yeah, Jacob had a little moment trying to get into the session as a spectator. That's okay. So he's not gridding up. Lingerfeld will then start 18th. Schumacher will then start 20th. Eric Peck 19th, and James Filippi will be shotgun on the field in 21st. Theoretically, with everything cycling out in that direction. Coming into today, let's take a look at our race info. And the track, 0.53, well, it says 0.52 on there, but it's actually 0.53 miles. The uniquely shaped flat oval, well, I say flat, but 13 degrees of banking. Track temperature, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Air temp, 66 degrees. It's a very cold night here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 200 laps with 75% fuel loads, 5 sets of tires, 1 faster pair, unlimited overtime attempts. With the weather looking at 20% humidity, partially cloudy, and 12-mile-per-hour winds. Cold night, windy night. What are these drivers thinking?
These drivers are thinking the car is going to be loose. The car, it's very cold. The track isn't going to get very warm. There's not going to be a lot of grip. So they're going to be struggling to find grip here. The car is going to be loose, and we'll see what happens here tonight.
Right on.
Yeah, this is a completely different situation than what we had last week. I mean, we had a blazing hot track, and tonight it's going to be difficult for these guys to keep cars under.
All right, we'll take a look at the chat once more. There's a lot of messages. Doug Solm says he'll be back next week. Chris Newhall says, go Seth from Crestwood, Illinois. Adam Gardner says, thanks to Rogers Wraps for the 56 paint. Donovan Craddock in the house, rooting for the 77. Yes, sir. Sean Thompson says, good luck, Kevin Thompson. Number 89, Ford Racing, number 1. And Cody Freeland says, crazy that Jacob is announcing and racing. But the iRacing.com Ford Mustang safety car will find the safety of pit lane, the field in the hands of the 7 of Malenko, and we're racing from Myrtle Beach.
Greg Holt on the outside. Can he get the pass complete, man? It's side by side down the back straight.
Malenko fighting hard on that inside. Holt trying to get the run around the outside. I think Holt might be able to clear Malenko here. Malenko might have wanted to choose the outside lane on that start. He's still fighting hard on that inside, though, but Holt, I think, is going to have the run with the banking. Malenko using every bit of those right side tires, and Holt is clear of Malenko.
Wow, what a pass from Holt using the outside. You haven't really seen the outside be used too much in these short track races, but here at Myrtle Beach, it's a different ball game.
So I want to say something had happened to James Filippi. Unfair knee line, and Devin Smith went into the wall.
Wow.
Crash.
Big accident in turn number 2.
Wow, what a wreck.
Oh man, and Devin Smith. Good thing he has 80 points above the cut line, because that is not going to look good.
I don't.
Yeah, there is one fast repair, but he's going to use it on lap 4.
I don't think a caution was called, so we'll keep it green here. But what a big wreck!
They're slowing down.
Yeah, caution was called.
Oh,
Caution.
okay.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the replay to see what happened with Devin Smith in that accident. And we'll get a shot from above the grandstands here. We'll see it all happen. See, here comes Holt, Malenko, and let's see here, McClune behind Devin. McClune, just a little tap, and Smith overcorrects into the barrier. McClune goes round. Oh, and he gets hit by Matthew Setzer. Joshua McClune does. Let's see if we can see what happened from the onboard of Josh McClune. We'll ride from the helmet cam of the 18. I don't think they touched. I think they both got loose.
Yeah, they didn't touch. It was just a I get loose, you get loose situation here. Oh, wow, what a plow from the back.
Yeah, I don't even think there was netcode. I think they really just both got loose at the same time.
That's what it looked like from here.
Let's see this again. Yeah. Wow.
Lucky. Wow, good bit of driving by him.
Yeah. So Theron Elam Jr. also had a crash before the caution came out. Let's see what happened to Theron. Might have been back in the pack off of 4. I think, yeah, maybe he just got loose. Yep, that's exactly what happened. He locked it down. Oh, he got hit by Gardner.
Like Adam.
Yeah. And then something happened to James Filippi on the race start. Looked like he kind of just had a start and park. There's Filippi, and he's not supposed to be in the 18. Did he really just start and park? Maybe. No, he spun on the green flag, and he towed, and that's the last we heard of him.
What a race! Already lap 8, and we've had a caution. What a way to start this one.
Right. Let's talk to somebody who was behind everything that just happened real quick. Tyler Markle. And Tyler, what did you see?
2 people got loose from what I saw. And I don't know what's going on right now because it's telling me to pass Pratt, and I don't know what's going on here. But from what Adam's saying, it sounds like Pratt was the first person to hit someone or something. I don't know.
Okay. So it's hard for you, whether you start 3rd or 4th. If you're starting in row 2, what's the game plan for the 42?
I'm just hopefully not to wreck. That's the goal. If people pass me so they're...
Right on. Well,
I don't have the speed.
We'll see.
We're one to green.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to delay it. So we'll let you back to it. Best of luck to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you on the far side.
Yep, and I got delayed.
Okay. Well, let's see. One more question. Yeah. Did you see what? Like they both got loose. How were you?
I thought they both got loose, but
yeah.
Apparently Pratt hit somebody. That's why you got a UL. But I don't know.
We didn't see Pratt hit really anybody. I can't think of.
looked like he made it through clean, but I guess he could have nipped that 18. He's missing the whole back end of his car.
The hell? Is that?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. What's the strategy for you? Or is that
Just
clear
some
yet?
wreck tonight?
No, pit strategy?
I don't know. I didn't do a full fuel run. You know, I did my 500 and then I went and did stuff for about 45 minutes and then came back with like half an hour of practice.
Right. If
So-
you don't know, yeah, he just did the NIS Daytona 500 with the fixed setups. He went from 11th to 2nd on the final lap. Now, this is a little different than Daytona and Cup cars. But,
Other than that, you can say thank you to Emerson, Mal, and Max for that.
yeah, it was wild. But all right, what's the game plan here? You got Landon and Kazi and Stutzman behind you.
Just don't wreck.
Don't wreck.
Don't wreck. Lose positions, sure. Don't wreck. That's the goal. I've wrecked I don't know how many times last couple races.
All right, well, we'll leave you to it. Best luck to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you on the far side. Rock on. That was driver number 42, Tyler Markle. Oh, what a guy. But it'll be Greg Holt restarting from the lead. Green flag back in the air at Myrtle Beach.
He got a big run off the start, man. What a start for Greg Holt. Now he's gonna have to get in there and hope he can keep it.
Yeah, Markle now trying to fight to the inside of Malenko. Kind of teammates here. They're not running the same paint scheme today. And Farron has had another crash in the back. We stay green. Malenko has a run on Holt. Is he going to peek to the outside here?
It looks like he's gonna get pressured by his teammate in the 42. Can he get around him?
If he could have stuck around the quarter panel of Holt, he might have had something to say, because it looks like the outside's a little bit better, especially with corner exit.
It looks like he might get the 42 here. No, they're still gonna stay side by side.
Yeah, this is going to go on for a big contact. Marco hits him.
Contact.
And Marco now, he's going to give up some time there and let Malenko do his thing. Marco's already back to 7th and under, getting passed by Seth Berger.
Contact by
Oh,
again.
Marco's going to hit the inside. Oh, no, back into traffic.
No. That is not what you want to see your teammate get into you.
Oh, no, and he just talked about not crashing.
I think we have a curse up here.
That's not a commentator's curse, though. We never said anything about that. But he mentioned it, and wow,
Wow. What a way to go out right there, man. That was insane.
It's Cardillo on Kazi. Real quick, let's see if we can get a replay of what had happened. Yeah, I think Marco maybe squeezed Seth into the wall, and there's not a whole lot Seth could have done. Let's see. Oh, we got a crash!
Devin Smith again, upside down.
Upside down!
Upside down! Oh, no!
Two of the drivers in that playoff battle.
Devin Smith upside down. What happened?
There is no front. Elwin! He doesn't have a fast repair.
Oh, no.
Let's see what happened. Gardner gets the inside wall there. So I have to assume this is probably something with Devin. Maybe he spins. Oh, Gardner slides! Oh, no!
Oh. Oh,
Oh!
he overcorrected again.
And Adam flipped Devin on the way over. Wow, let's see what from the onboard of Adam. He was struggling there on the inside. Oh, let's see here. Wow. What a wild little ride for Devin Smith.
Yeah, flipped over. That's something you don't want to see every day.
Let's see this from the onboard of Devin. So he gives room to Adam. Adam slides. He pushes Adam. He thinks he's clear, but Devin goes around and just gets flipped. and loses his hood somehow.
What a crash. That might be day done for Smith. I don't know, but I know he did use his fast repair, so that's a tough ride for that 95. Or did he use it? Because it looks like he has damage there.
So here, apparently Farron had an incident. Oh, Pratt got Farron. There's that, and then Andrew Pratt had an off track. Yeah, he gets loose off of turn 4. Oh, man.
Oh, wow, what a lick.
Wow. Something happened to Farron under the caution.
Pratt done? Did he park it?
Possibly. Let's see. Yeah, maybe he just had to let people by. But wow, what a lot of things to unpack there. Out of the session, we have Devin Smith's on pit lane. Tyler Markle's still here. Farron Elam. Andrew Pratt is out. James Filippi is out.
So Devin Smith made a smart decision off that caution, not using his fast repair, and he uses it now after the incident with Gardner. We'll see if he can get back into the mix now that he does have the fast repair. But now it's gone, so now
it's gone.
Conserve. So now you have to conserve. Now you have to be smart with what you do.
Alright, we'll see if this gets extended. If it does, we'll get an interview. If it doesn't, well, we'll just go green. But we're gonna go green, I guess. We're not gonna get an interview nonetheless. As VIRacing.com, Ford Mustang pace car finds the safety of the pit lane. The field in the hands of Greg Holt. And green flag back in the air. We're racing at Myrtle Beach, and Cardullo trying to get up to second.
Can he get there? Pushing on the inside now. The outside has been a better lane so far, so we'll see if Malico can pull it on the backstretch.
Around the outside, they're going side by side. Cardullo sends it in deep, though. Malico's got to fight around the outside. Holt looked like he had a slow exit. But here comes Cardullo.
Battle for the lead.
Cardullo using a little bit of curbing on the inside. He'll clear Malenko, and now Malenko under attack from Jeremiah Stutzman.
Now, is that a strategy call there? Using those little I don't know what you call them on the pit exit.
The turtles, the curbs.
The curbs. Could that help you find some speed? Because it looks like he's using it and getting some speed.
Riding on board.
That's if you turn the car. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I've cut you off a lot, honestly. I apologize.
Hey man, we're all doing our thing. Everybody, we cut some people off once in a while. You know, it's just watching some fun racing.
And Richardson's gone round on the front straightaway.
That was a nice little burnout from the 29 car.
Let's see what happened. He gets loose. He's gonna go around.
Turn 4, like 5 flags, has been a killer here today in Myrtle Beach.
It has been a rough one. Greg Holt under a lot of pressure from Cardullo, but now is this sustainable pressure? Matthew Setzer's crashed. And Tyler Markle's had an off back here as well. This could be another yellow. And Tyler Markle has towed.
I don't think they're going to call it. I think we're going to keep racing here.
They're still racing hard up front, so I don't think they did call it.
Oh, did he bump him? I don't know. It looks like he bumped him a little. Cardullo bumped him a little bit, but I don't know if he did.
Just so you can get a quick replay of what happened to Setzer and Markle before the Beverly gets too spicy. Oh, Markle hit Setzer.
Just plowed right into him.
I think Setzer was checking up for Elam and then back up the track and takes Markle back out for good measure. That was heavy. See that again.
That almost killed 3 other drivers.
Yeah, let's see this actually from the onboard Tyler. He just plowed into him.
Yeah, he just plowed him.
I have no idea. I don't think that's intentional, but it still looked bad.
Yeah, I'm assuming Marco uses fast prayer, so I think that'll be well and done before you finish.
Right. Let's see here. The battle for the lead continues. They get by the lap car of Matthew Setzer. And now Cardulo to the back of the of the
Is
3.
he gonna push him? Is he gonna punt him? No.
Running on board with the 3 of Greg Holt, looking back at Cardulo.
You know, we do have a saying in our other Discord, if you can't pass him, punt him. Will Landon use that motto right now on Greg Holt?
See, Kevin Thompson had an off track. I guess that's why he's back here with Richardson. See real quick what happened to Kevin Thompson. I'm guessing this is the turn 4 exit.
Seems like it.
So many others. Oh, he makes contact with Miz. And he'll have an off track, but no damage. So good on him. He gets a yellow. He's back in this. I mean, Cardulo is known for using up his stuff. Just how pressured are you if you're Greg Holt?
I don't think you're pressured at all because, like we said time and time again, Cardulo does use up his stuff well. So, you know, if I'm Greg Holt here, I'm relaxing. I'm not watching my mirrors. I'm running my race because you know that guy behind you is going to use up his stuff if he does.
See, but Holt, I mean, he's ran a few races and ran a few against Cardulo, I guess, but he relatively new. Do you think he already knows that about Cardulo, or is he?
He might not. He might not. You know, like we said, Greg Holt is new, so he might not know that. But you know, it's just about he needs to keep it on there. Don't look at the guy in the mirrors. The guy in the mirrors is invisible to you right now. Just keep running your race, keep running your line, and if he gets past you, so what? Pass him back at some point.
What a run here. How about this on board? I'm landing Cardulo's Chevrolet Camaro. The dashboard of the 8. Trying to see if we can find a way around the Toyota Supra of Greg Holt. Get to the 3. He's trying, maybe a little nudge at a quarter panel might do it, but can he get there?
Well, the back of Greg Holt's car does say butt kicker. Will Cardulo use that motto and punt him out of the way?
Another little tight battle going on back here between McClune and Seth Berger, and we've had another crash with Matthew Setzer. This is late turn 4. Or maybe turn 1. Did he get hit again?
Oh, he got loose.
He got very loose. Goes round all over the curbing. Oh, so close.
Oh, in the Miz. Miz has gotten lucky 2 times now. Wow.
Good thing he towed off the track. I bet he was also scared himself. He didn't want to take out anybody else with him. That was close.
Yeah, that was what a way to get around it from Miz. I don't know. That was insane.
Yeah, it's already been a very eventful 45 laps to start.
And to think about, it's only been 45 laps, and we've had so much racing, so much intense battles, and you know, it's been a great race so far here in Myrtle Beach. Let's see if we can continue that. As Cardulo tries to go to the outside, can't get there.
Let's see what's going on in the chat. Since we started, Easton Brown says, well, the 20 got dumped. Yeah, that did happen with Andrew Pratt. I mean, I don't think that was intentional. I don't, as far as I know, there's nothing brewing between Pratt and Elam, but that is essentially what happened. Eduardo Cardenas says, don't sleep on the burger. Alejandro Castillo says, go burger. Eduardo says, number 77. And Ray Rogers is here, says, let's go, boys. Glad to have all the support of the series and the drivers here. Bring the action and bring the hype to what's going on here at Myrtle Beach. We continue to watch this battle for the lead. It really is the only battle on track besides what's going on here between McLuhan and Schumacher. Adrian Schumacher to the inside, trying to find a way around Josh McLuhan, and Devin Smith has had a crash on lap 46. See what happened to Devin Smith. And was this in turn 1? He got loose on entry. Slides. No, backs it into the barrier. Oh, this is kicking a lot of drivers in the butt.
Yeah, this track has been it's been really rough for some of these drivers, but you know, just gotta think. Next week, I believe, is Rockingham. If I'm not
that's
mistaken.
another difficult track.
So that's another track that's difficult, and you know, just gotta look forward, look ahead. Rockingham and then North Wilkesboro. So these drivers just need to keep it on and keep on going.
Cardullo still up here with Greg Holt. Now, you know, if a short track, I think it's, you know, you can still obviously use up your stuff at a short track. But if you're running the same line as the guy in front of you, it's less likely that you're using more of your stuff, I'd say. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do at a short track other than, you know, really bump out of the way.
Yeah. And it looks like he hasn't done that yet. I mean, he's been trying to go the outside, peeking the outside, but he's not been able to get there. So I think right now he's just going to ride around and wait, see if Greg Holt makes a mistake.
Unless Holt is being conservative and kind of holding Cardullo at bay while Cardullo may be giving his hardest. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. But this battle continues as we work lap 54.
It looks to me like that 3 car is sliding up a lot in the center. So I think that 8 car is pushing him really hard right here.
Maybe Holt is cracking under the pressure. He is sliding there on entry. As you said, another battle back here. Stutzman, Seth Berger going on for the 5th position. And Berger clears Stutzman, but here comes Schumacher.
Schumacher running up front here. Didn't really have much speed at 5 Flags, but way to put himself back up here at Myrtle Beach.
Watching from the end car of Seth Berger. This is also a nice little rotating camera. We can get this going here. There you go. Little rotating camera. You can see the front end of the 77 as he tries to find his way around teammate Max Service. Back here, Schumacher got around Jeremiah Stutzman. Back up front, Greg Holt open up a little bit of a margin now to Cardullo, but Cardullo trying to track him back.
Oh wow, look at the line there through turns 1 and 2. Cardullo going a little higher, gaining a lot of speed out of the exit at 2.
Theron Elam's had an off track. Let's see what happened. Potentially a turn 4. Oh, hits the wall. And trying to keep it out the inside wall. Taps it, and he toes. Cardullo way up high. He's trying to maybe diamond the corner?
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to do. I don't know too much. I haven't really ran this track, but that's what it looks like he's trying to do. He's trying to get that faster line out of the exit, but I don't really know if it's working for him right now.
Well, I will say Andrew Pratt is not happy with being told to go to the back on that opening caution. And I think we agreed that was, you know, Devin and McClune that really caused that first incident. But
yeah, I agree. I don't know where Pratt fell into that mix of getting put in the back.
oh,
but
Cardullo gets that inside wall.
running too low there. Now that's gonna gap some time from him and Holt.
Now they're working past Adam Gardner, who's going his second lap down today.
Man, what a shame for that number 56 machine. 2 laps down, just had a bad break with that Smith incident, and tough to see him out there 2 laps down.
Right, he's you know, he's still in this. He knows if stuff happens, which a lot of stuff has happened already to his competitors that he's trying to close the gap on in the points, like Lingerfeld. Well, Lingerfeld's still running well, and Miz, I guess they're having a nice little day, but Thompson is a lap down, and Devin Smith has had a rough little day. Gardner also, I mean, he flipped Devin Smith.
Yeah,
It's
he
been
already
rough.
flipped him.
I guess if you can't pass him in the points, flip him over on the track, right?
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's the best way to go about it.
in all seriousness, that was a weird little flip. That was
He didn't
not the
even
intent.
gas it up. Yeah, he didn't even gas it up that much.
I think if anything, he just kind of let off the brake. He was waiting for Devin to maybe get going, and he hit Devin. And
That's what it looked like. And
upside down she went.
Yep, Devin went tumbling over.
Here's the little battle. That's a very important battle in the playoff standings. Miz and Lingerfeld, they're right above and below the cut line. 22 points separates them. Every point matters to these two.
Miz needs that spot. He needs to get ahead of Lingerfeld here.
Yeah, this is, you know, for Miz, I think this is a little bit better of a day than he was anticipating in a top 10 and having a shot at 9th. And Kazi's just up the road in 8th. No, yeah, McClune is a Kazi's a lap down. When did Kazi go one down?
What happened to Kazi? A lap down? What?
Oh, and loses Lingerfeld.
Oh, wow. Miz with a nice clean pass there, and way to get that spot. Now he needs to keep on moving, keep on trucking, get these positions.
Yeah, I mean, Lingerfeld, he's the one who has the cushion. Lingerfeld can, he can lose one spot. But really, that spot right there, that was worth 2 points because he lost 1 point and Miz gained the point.
Yep. The only thing Miz has to hope is that Lingerfeld keeps on dropping throughout this race and he can keep it in front.
And here comes Richardson. Miz's wish might come true here. Greg Holt has since opened up the margin at the front of the field over 1 second now, 1.1 seconds over Landon Cardullo. Malico sitting tight in the 3rd position.
So you have to wonder if Landon used up his stuff trying to get to Greg Holt, like Cardullo seems to do a lot of the time in his racing. He likes to use up his stuff, and I like to use up my stuff, but I don't know. I mean, he's already lost 1 second off of Greg Holt, so maybe his tires are done.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if lap traffic had anything to do with that either. There's a lot of lap traffic in front of Holt, so this is not necessarily over, even though there's a second margin. Oh, and we just talked about Miz. Miz had an off track.
Oh,
He had that big moment on the front stretch. I was actually on board with him when it happened.
Oh, looks like it was just a pass in the grass. Oh, did he catch that wall? Let's go on board and see if he caught that wall.
Yeah, absolutely caught the end of the wall on the front stretch.
Oh.
Yep, he caught it.
Yeah, just a little bit, but he lost 2 very valuable spots in that battle with Lingerfeld. And 3, he lost a spot to Peck as well.
Oh boy, this is not going to be fun for Miz now. And now Miz has to push to make up these positions.
And the leader is right in front of him. Like, he's already a lap down. So, I mean, if the caution happens, like here, Miz is screwed. He's got to do a lot of work. He's going to get back into this one. But if Holt can lap the 3 cars in front of him, Miz still has some hope in that battle.
what a turn 4 has been a killer, and it's gonna kill many playoff hopes.
Yeah, two Supras going at it in front of the race leaders. Supra Richardson and Lingerfeld. The battle for the last car in the top 10. Richardson with the send to the inside. Very important as the leader's right behind him. This could go on if Holt gets by them both cleanly. This could be the battle for the free pass.
Now Landon might have Cardulo might have some time to gain here with these two battling right in front of Holt.
Right, Lingerfeld, he's not giving up any time either. He's out to the outside of the leader, but he's racing the leader hard.
Yeah, he really is, and I don't think he wants that lap back.
Yeah, I think Holt just has the pace. He's gonna blow by them, but they were racing Holt hard.
Yeah, they were, and now here comes Cardulo, so we speak, but he's still a little ways back.
Yeah, trying to work his way past Peck and Richardson and Lingerfeld to try to get to Greg Holt, but Holt now driving away with clear racetrack in front of that number 3 car. And battle back here between Service and Schumacher. Let's get a look at it. Yeah, here's Schumacher, 81-82 going at it. And Schumacher having a nice little run, and him being a more of a road racer. I mean, he better be with the name Schumacher, but I don't know if he really ever knew Myrtle Beach. I mean, he didn't know Lucas Oil, so
yeah, I don't think Myrtle Beach was a new forthcoming to him as much as it was to me. I never heard of Myrtle Beach, like I said, until iRacing. So yeah, Myrtle Beach was definitely not in his brain.
We've had an off track from Adam Gardner.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
What an unfortunate day for that 56 machine.
Let's see what happened.
Turn 1.
Oh, looks like it's
okay.
okay.
Maybe turn 2.
Oh, it was turn 2. Miz has had another off track. Let's see what happened to Miz. And he's going to go around off of turn 4, and that's going to hurt.
That's going to push the 24 car. He towed it.
Yeah, no damage, but so much lost time.
Wow.
By the way, Adrian Schumacher did get by Max Service and moved that 82, who I'm almost going to guarantee he never heard of Myrtle Beach before last week. Up to 4th. Look at him go.
What a race Schumacher's put on. And again, that paint scheme, a beautiful paint scheme out there for that 82 machine.
Yeah, I know y'all label him as a road racer, but he's pretty good on ovals too.
Well,
I agree.
We say this, but this is also kind of what he said, especially when he won Road America at the beginning of the season. That was race 4 in the season. He said himself that was probably going to be his only win of the season. Like, well, you never know. Now that you're in the playoffs, maybe are you going to put practice in? And, you know, he won Daytona in a wild finish, photo finish with McLuhan, and then won the Roval. But he had, like you just said, Gilly, he has been steadily moving up the running order, and he's in the top 5 almost week in and week out now. And I was talking to him after at Lucas Oil because he won the Roval the week prior, and I had asked him then, how do you feel about Lucas Oil? He said he's never even heard of the track. So that week after the Roval and before Lucas Oil, he watched film on the track to learn how to drive it. And I almost guarantee that's probably what he did for Myrtle Beach.
That's crazy. That's dedication.
He wants to get better. He might be the biggest underdog in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, I agree. He might have something to give to these guys up here in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's not out of a title fight by any means. I know some people, you look at the playoff grid and you're like, oh, you can write off this guy and this guy. They're probably not going to make it through round 1 or 2 or whatever. You cannot say that about Schumacher.
No, you cannot. And it looks like Adam and Gardner and Smith are right ahead of him. Will these two get contact again, or will Gardner let him go?
It's been a rough little day for both of these guys. Those cars are carrying scars from all the incidents ahead, and we've been talking a lot about Schumacher. Let's talk about Max Service. He has 2 wins on the season, but they came, I think race 2 and race 5 on the season. It's been a long time since Max Service has seen victory lane. He's looking for something to fall his way before these playoffs get underway here.
Yeah, it's been a tough break, and I don't know, Service hasn't really found the speed in that 81 machine to get another win, but he's looking for something. He needs something.
Yeah, Service are trying to work to the inside of Smith to put him another lap down. He's trying to stay in front of his Team Swift Racing teammate Seth Berger in that number 77, trying to clear Devin Smith, and behind him Stutzman and McClune back off of turn 2. Richardson and Lingerfeld, they're a lap down, but yeah, we have 8 cars in the lead lap. Actually, it's only McClune, the last car in the lead lap, and he's off of 4. The leader's coming off of 4 now.
What a drive from Greg Holt.
Here's a battle for second. Malenko and Cardullo.
Malenko's machine looks a little bit roughed up on the front there.
I think he caught a wall or a lap car. Yeah, he's I think he unfortunately used up his stuff trying to duke it out with Holt, and whoa, loose.
Oh, what a slide. Yeah, he used up his stuff, but he's still keeping it content in the top 3 at least, so his car, he's still able to drive it into the top 3.
And we watch overhead South Carolina short track Myrtle Beach, which just closed down this past fall. Unfortunately, they ran their last race, I think back in October. I had a few friends actually go out to the track to go see that last race, and that I know there's a lot of memories here. Dale Jr. was very fond of this place. Just fun little track out here, but at the very least, it will get to live on in iRacing, and it's a fun little track at VAD. The opening stint of this race has been crazy, and the battles as Malenko will power past Cardullo like nothing, and Malenko up to second, back to second. He's 4 seconds back of Holt. Has Malenko saved anything for a charge at the 3?
I don't know. Malenko's been pretty consistent on he can't save tires, so to see him save tires here, I mean, if he has, it's been yeah, he'll have a good shot at getting Greg Holt.
Let's take a look at last week at Five Flags. He was steadily, it was little, and Cardullo's crashed.
Oh, well, this is a Cardullo special to say the least. Wow, what a wreck.
And that puts Adrian Schumacher in 3rd. Let's take a look what happened to Landon Cardullo. I think turn 4, I'd say.
Yep, turn 4.
A little too happy on the throttle.
Well, he didn't hit anything, so that's a good thing.
Yep. We'll just lose, looks like 1, maybe 2 spots. 1 spot, actually.
Tires might be a little more shot now than they were before.
He's going to really struggle to fend off Service and Berger. That's going to be struggles. And Malenko, since that replay, he has not gained on Holt. He's actually lost. But I was referencing Five Flags as he was a good chunk of time back. I mean, he was like, I think 7 seconds back. Holt had his little slide. And then Malenko was on it, trying to catch Greg Holt. Brought it down to 1 second before pit stop. So we talked to both of them in the pre-race, and Holt had a blazing fast pit entry. I mean, it was perfect pit entry for Greg Holt, while Malenko had cars behind him, and he had to, take it a little easy to, lapped cars in front of him and cars around him. He could not get the pit entry that he wanted, and he had to take it easier and more conservatively, and ended up really hurting him.
And now we'll see what is going to happen here. I'm pretty sure pit stop should be underway
Whoa, what
soon.
a line from Holt.
Yeah, that's an interesting line there. Pit stop should be underway soon, so we'll see what Greg Holt does to kind of strategize against the 7 car.
Let's take a look at the chat. Once again, we have Burger Nation rising up. Dennis Montes, Justin Palau, and Mark Berger in the chat, all repping Burger Nation. Yeah, again, glad to have everybody here. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been an interesting race, to say the least. Let's take a look here. This is Cardullo falling into the clutches of Max Service.
Yeah, those tires after that spin are not going to help Cardullo. Cardullo is going to have to figure out what to do now. What can he do to get back at them?
See, nobody... Oh! You know what's really happened here for Schumacher? He
What?
pitted back on lap 21.
Oh, I see.
And,
Oh.
yeah, good call. He's going to be able to go a little bit longer than everybody else. And he has some fresh tires, and he's already been making up time on fresh tires. Schumacher, he's really learning this little oval racing thing.
Yeah, he really is. He's been doing really well.
I will say,
And he get a
in F1, tires matter a lot, but other road racing series... Sorry, what's up?
The 65 and the leader got together there, almost wrecked the leader.
Oh, wow. Let's see what happened as Malenko hits the pit lane. That might have been a good time for Malenko to hit the pit lane to see if he can make up any time. Let's see what happened here. This is Holt on Lingerfeld. And oh! That was big. That could have been worse, but Malenko hits the pit lane at that exact same time. And he's still in. I think he took his fast repair. And he's down and away. And Berger is in and Richardson's in. So is this short pit going to be good for Malenko? And we'll see. Potentially Schumacher should take the lead. I mean, I can't see why he wouldn't, you know, with 20 lap fresher tires.
It's looking like we settled down to a green flag run there. I don't know if he wants to hang out there and them old tires for 20 laps.
That's very fair. Maybe he comes in now and keeps that advantage.
Yeah,
the right thing to do, I think.
He's gonna need to have to come in now, or at least a couple laps. Cause like we said, Schumacher's still got that extra pit. So Schumacher could win this race on pit strategy here if Greg Holt doesn't come in at some point in the future.
Yeah, this could shake out really well for Schumacher, and at the very least, I want him on the podium so we have a reason to interview him. Oh. And Service is going to get around Cardullo after that mistake from Landon, and Landon's coming in.
Yeah, he's at the pit lane. Those tires are done.
I say, at the very least, I want to interview Schumacher and hear what his game plan coming into the race was, because this is great stuff from Adrian. What a call for him to pit on the lap 21 yellow. So I want to take a look at the lap times. Right now, Malenko just ran a 1977. He is the fastest car on track by far, by 0.8 of a second. And Greg Holt is still out there.
Putting about a second a lap on him.
Right. Oh, and a 1951 for Malenko. He just went fastest in the entire race. That was his fastest lap of the day for the entire race. So he's on it. And Holt's a second slower. Yeah, just like you said, a second on Greg Holt. This could be huge. Now Malenko, he's got to take the lead and then be conservative on his tires to the end to make sure that Holt doesn't get him back if he wants to win. And Gardner's heading off track. And around goes Kevin Thompson. Oh, no. Lingerfeld's going to hit him.
Wow. Wait, what a miss by Cardullo there.
Lingerfeld's coming in. I don't think that's going to be a yellow. Shouldn't be a yellow. Let's see what happened to Adam Gardner. Oh. kind of just drove through the grass.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Maybe he got loose. It was a little late of an incident, but. And then, oh man!
Wow.
Yeah, even once you get off of turn 4 onto the straightaway, you're never really straight, like we said earlier, and you're not really full throttle until almost the start-finish line. So if you got on it, a little too early, all the way down, it definitely throw you right around.
All right. So Thompson, I think, he spun. He did the right thing. Cars were coming at him, and he held the brake, but Lingerfeld just couldn't miss him. That was tough, but great insight from Eddie there about the track. Is that as it is, this track is tough, and here comes Greg Holt, the race leader, but it's uniquely shaped on that French straightaway. Like Eddie said, you're not really straight, which that's gonna really trip up some of these drivers on corner exit, and I think that's what happened there with Adam. Thankfully, it was just a pass to the grass. And Schumacher's going to stay out and take the lead of this race.
Wow, Adrian Schumacher, what a run he's had so far.
So here's the important thing. Where does Greg Holt come out in relation to Malenko, who's in turn 4 now? Greg Holt, the right sides are down. The left sides are up, and Malenko's passed. And Greg Holt is just coming off the pit lane. This is a huge lead that Malenko has to maintain. And Kyle Lingerfeld has had an off track. So Malenko, we asked him earlier, was a short pit in the cards for Malenko, and oh, what a late spin! And can he keep it? Oh, he noses the barrier.
Oh, he noses the barrier, but not too much damage, I don't think.
Oh, and Devin Smith has had a crash. What Malenko doesn't want to see is a yellow. And Smith is going to back it up into the barrier to try to give everybody room. Let's see what happened to Devin. And Adrian Schumacher pits.
Yeah, I think that was a smart move for him to pit now, not really stay out there.
Yeah. I agree. Devin Smith goes round. Oh, very low on the racetrack, too. Oh, he almost clipped Ozzy.
Right. Yeah, wow.
Oh, man.
A lot of missed calls here for these drivers with these wrecks.
Turn 2.
So far. Yeah, turn 2 has been the main slot for wrecking now. Turn 4 has been still been the same, but turn 2's been getting people choked up.
So here's the thing as far as Adrian Schumacher goes. He pitted on lap 126. The driver ahead of him, Seth Berger, pitted on lap 112. So pretty much, it's a very similar advantage. We're looking at like 15 laps on tires that Schumacher has over Seth Berger. So can Schumacher snag himself a podium? Meanwhile, Malenko has a 7-second lead. Well, 6.5 at this point. 6.5 seconds. But he's running 4/10 of a lap, 4/10 of a second a lap slower than Greg Holt. So, when the tires equal out for Greg Holt, is the gap going to be manageable enough for Malenko? And Schumacher has gone even faster than Greg Holt, and now Holt goes faster. Schumacher just ran his fastest lap of the race out of 1966. He is on it. After not being able to set a lap time, by the way. I mean, let's talk about that. He started what? Like, he's 18 spots from where he started, Adrian Schumacher. He basically started last. Or he was second to last, or something like that.
No, I think he did start last. I don't know if he got a qualifying lap in. Maybe we'll have to check back.
He's up 18 from where he started, nonetheless. A great run for him. And Gardner's had another off track and a crash on the front straightaway.
And I think that's going to be day done for the 56.
That is a rough hit. Oh, there's already front end damage. I don't want to know where he got this front end damage from before.
Yeah, I don't think we do want to. Oh,
What a hit.
man. That 56 has not had a good day at Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach has not treated him well here tonight.
It has been rough. So the gap now Malenka has over Greg Holt, 4.7 seconds. And it continues to close. You look there.
7 cars couldn't hit a lot of lap traffic.
Oh, boy. And it's a lot of competitive lap traffic. I mean, these are fast cars he's coming up to lap. I mean, fast relative to the other lap traffic. Cardulo and Stutzman and Max Service going to lap down here. And I know there's some sort of discord alignment amongst the teams, like Team Swift and Team Squanch are like allies in a sense. Will, you know, maybe Cardula be a little bit of an easier lapped car for Malenko to pass? We'll see how that plays out. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a race, but I mean, 3.5 seconds the gap Malenko has over Holt and 60 laps to go and a lot of lap traffic. This is not looking fun.
Holt is cutting down the time, and he's cutting it quick.
How about this camera from just behind the A post of the 8 car? Right up against that inside wall.
He uses that inside wall. He uses that inside wall a lot out of 4.
You can see Malenko and Holt in the same frame right there. See Malenko, the orange car closest to Cardulo, and Holt, the white car, the 5th car behind Cardulo. Running on board the 3 of Greg Holt. He is putting together some of the fastest laps he's ran today. Malenko has ran faster, but the tire difference for Malenko and Holt, it is insane. It's almost 15 laps between the two.
And that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to keep getting faster and faster if he wants to win this race. He knows Malenko is fast somewhat, and he just needs to be faster than him.
Yeah, mission accomplished. Right now he's running 2.5 tenths quicker than Malenko. The advantage is wearing out a little bit. They're kind of, the tires are kind of evening out a little bit. So it's going to be a little easier for Malenko, and easier is relative, to fend off Greg Holt. But see what happens.
Kind of got to wonder how much that 7 car is getting held up right now. Or, you know, if that's as fast as he can go, or if he's being held up a little bit.
Oh, Schumacher had an issue there, but the battle for 3rd was brewing up for a second. The lapped car of McClune now, the car behind, we're watching from the 77 of Seth Berger. And Schumacher back to the inside.
Leaders crash,
Oh!
leaders.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh my goodness. Let's see what happened. Devin Smith on the outside, Malik on the inside. Devin up high and... Oh no!
They got into him, and they will throw a caution, so we will have a caution here at Myrtle Beach for that accident But what a Devin Smith racing the leader there. I don't know what the thought process was, but
We'll see. I mean, Smith. Let's take a look from the onboard of Smith before we really say what happened. I mean, he's way up high. He's trying to give way.
yeah, I agree. He's giving way, but just Malcolm might have came up on him.
Right, which is why I wanted to look at a different view before we, can conclusively say what happened. Let's maybe ride from Malika's point of view. See, you can really see.
That 7 kind of came up on him, just thought he was clear, and wasn't.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened. The advantage that Schumacher had on tires on Berger went away because of the yellow. That was more prominent than the advantage Holt had on Malenko. This is going to change
a lot.
We're going to get a restart with about 50 to go. And here's an overhead shot. And yeah, he just kind of thought he was clear.
Yep.
Did Malika win the race? I mean, he's going to have to go to the rear because of the caution, right? But I think he won the race off pit. No, never mind. He's just, at the end of pit lane.
He still has a fast pair.
Yeah, he still has a fast repair. He hasn't used it yet, so
I don't think so. Remember, I think he used it with the damage he had earlier on the green flag stop.
What I was thinking, but yeah. Well, if he did,
yeah, see that front end. Yeah, I mean the damage is not that bad for Malenko, but they're still. I mean, it's noticeable. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can dial up fan favorite, and I know we haven't talked to him today. I know that's a shock, but let's give Burger Nation what they want, and let's get a little Seth
Burger Nation rise up.
And driver of the 77, Seth Berger. Seth, how you doing, man?
Doing really good right now. How about you?
Doing all right. Well, in watching the race, on that last stint, when you pitted in comparison to Schumacher, was that really a battle? You think that you were gonna be able to defend them off, or the tire life just too much of a difference there? Or?
Adrian has better pace just to even start off. So I don't think I was gonna be able to hold him. I did see that he messed up though, so that was gonna be my only chance. But yeah, no, I don't know about holding him off for another 50 laps there.
Yeah. But you're starting second. Does this kind of reignite the spark? Do you have anything for the 3 car?
Since it's a short run, I'm just gonna drive it like hell. If the tire falls off, the tire falls off. I got to go for the win here.
Fair enough. New livery on that 77 and the other Team Swift's cars. You want to shout it out, talk about it?
Yeah, Flood Brothers, just got to thank my Uncle Lou, Uncle Paco, and Uncle Alex for sponsoring our team this week, allowing us to race. Great garbage company, my favorite garbage company. So anyone in the Chicagoland area watching, definitely recommend Flood Brothers.
Rock on, rock on. Yeah, are they going to extend the yellow, or is this it?
Yeah, extended.
Okay. Jake, do you have anything for Seth?
Yeah, I got a question for you, Seth. Do you know really what happened with your teammate there, the 7 at Malenko? What was the thought process going into that?
I don't know what happened with Malenko. I know he's a little upset right now. I heard a little bit, but I don't know enough to be really talking about it. Don't want to say anything that didn't happen.
Right, I agree. But good luck to you, and we'll see where you end up.
Yeah, we'll leave you to it. Best luck to you.
Thank you.
And that was driver of number 77, Seth Berger. Burger Nation's representative. He'll be starting from the front row from this restart. He'll be alongside the very dominant number 3 of Greg Holt. And they extended the caution another lap. We were getting ready to go to the green. The pace car's still out here, and this run just gets even shorter and shorter. We're looking at 44 laps now to run.
Now you'll wonder, do they have to pit one more time? Is another pit stop in concern?
Yeah, no, 43 laps? No, there's no pit stop. This is straight up. How hard can you drive this track?
Yep. It's gonna be.
And they extended another lap. As race control gets to figuring out what's going on here, let's get a quick rundown on what we have on this restart. Row 1, it's going to be Greg Holt and Seth Berger. The pace car just phased through the pit wall. Row 2, we'll find Adrian Schumacher and Max Service. What a great run for Schumacher, and he's going to be starting third here on fresh tire, this equal tire life with the drivers around him. We'll see how that goes. Landon Cardullo, Josh McClune, row 3. Jeremiah Stutzman back in the pack, and Malenko at the back in the pack for causing the incident, or being a part of the cause of the caution. But I think now the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car in the safety of pit lane. We're back to racing from Myrtle Beach.
What a jump Greg Holt got there off the 77.
Yeah, and here we go. Everybody's singling out off of turn number 2. Where's the biggest battle? And will Malenko be able to salvage maybe a top 5 out of this race from starting behind even all the lap cars? We'll see how that fares out. Seth Berger in second. And Jeremiah Stutzman is off the track and around. Let's see what happened to Jeremiah Stutzman in the 71. Looks like he just went round off of turn 4. Don't really know if he had contact with somebody. But we continue on. And Holt now opens up a 7/10 of a second advantage over Seth Berger. Now Schumacher trying to see if he can find his way around the 77.
And that 82 machine is really fast. And he's doing really well here at Myrtle Beach. And I know we keep talking about him doing really well, but it really shows here tonight.
Somebody also a short run helps out is this 8 of Cardullo. Landon Cardullo, he thrives on the short run. He, in all honesty, struggles a lot on the long run. But a 40-lap run to the finish, this could be very beneficial for him. He can maybe work his way past some of the Team Swift cars. I don't know if he's going to work his way around Schumacher, but we'll see what happens here. The Cardullo in the catbird seat to at least snag maybe a podium.
Yeah, and that would be good for Cardullo. I mean, he had that accident earlier ago, and snagging a top 5 here. Yeah, he's about to pass Max. Snagging a top 5 here would be a good thing for him.
And Cardullo will clear into the 4th position. He's going to go around.
Oh, no, he wrecks!
And into the inside wall.
No.
And he's going to toe off the track.
Oh. Ah,
man, oh man, that was. He just cleared service and a little too much juice on corner exit, and it'll find that Camaro in the inside pit wall. But now, Team Swift teammates going at it with each other. Schumacher has worked his way around Seth Berger. And now Seth Berger, Max Service going at it for the final podium position. Oh, Landon just typed in the chat. His pedal was stuck and too much juice. No. And that's why he had to tow. And that, I think that's going to do it for Landon, at least in terms of a decent finish. He's already down to 4 laps down behind Devin Smith. And I think that's actually where he's going to finish. He cannot lose another spot.
Man, what an insane, wow. What a way to go out. That was a pedal stuck, his pedal being stuck. That's a really tough way to go out for that 8 machine, and sucks to see it as we head into the last laps of this race.
I'm watching a gap here. I think Schumacher, I don't know if he can close the gap to Greg Holt, but he's not losing. I think if Schumacher can get another restart, he might have something to say.
You know, yeah, if we can get another caution, Schumacher could win this race.
He's not losing any time to Greg Holt, but he's not gaining at the same time. This team, Swift Motorsports Racing, whatever, they can't agree on a team name as well, so. But, this battle goes on between teammates for the third position. Seth Berger, Max Service. Malika closing up on Josh McClune to at least try to get 3 of the Swift cars into the top 5.
I love that little cameo on the hood there. Max Service has Burger Nation rise up. What a way to show out for your teammate.
Yeah, I like that. I like that the fact that the team is on board with the Burger Nation movement that we have in our chat most weeks.
Yeah.
But on the other side, Burger Nation, they've been here for the teammates. You know, they've been here for Max and Malika. They've been rooting for them. So it's a good little. I mean, granted, you know, they're teammates, and you know, if your guy can't win, might as well be a teammate, right? But I mean, this is a great little thing they got going on over at Swift.
Yeah, and yeah, I agree. As we count down, 26 laps to go. This has been a semi-short race, not as short as 5 Flags, but
Schumacher's
really
closed
good
that gap.
Oh wow, Schumacher's really fast. Can Schumacher get to Greg Holt and maybe put the pressure on? Greg Holt hasn't seen much pressure so far this race. Can Schumacher maybe flip that around, flip the script?
He's really, really gaining. I mean, I think Schumacher stepped up the ante. Can Schumacher get a win at a short track? Do you know what that would do for him? He would be tied for the top seed in the playoffs and wins.
That would be an amazing sight to see.
Take a look at the chat. Garrett Velzy, along with the notion that Malika just kind of cleared himself. Can't go much higher than that. He wasn't clear. Andrew St. Cour is in for, you know, rooting for Max Service. And, of course, if you don't know, Andrew St. Cour was one of the drivers earlier this season. Not able to run with us anymore, but he's here and supporting Max Service. Chris Newhall still in it for Seth Berger. Landon was obviously mentioning that his pedal was stuck. Adam Gardner says he's not going to be able to finish the race tonight. He's fixing the car before the end, and it was just a rough night for the 56. On to Rockingham. Dennis Montez here for Burger Nation. Come on, Burger, eat 'em up. Sea-Dog plays in for Kevin Thompson. Rooting for him. And what goes on here? Malenko closing up on Josh McClune. Max Service closing up on Seth Berger. And Adrian Schumacher trying to do something about race leader Greg Holt. Greg Holt has now picked up the pace. And has equaled the pace and even opened up the gap a little bit.
So you have to wonder, maybe Greg Holt just wasn't really trying too hard there. Maybe he's just like, you know, I'll just take some laps down, take some easy laps, log some laps, and then as Schumacher's catching him, now he's starting to put on the gas pedal here.
Right. I can see that, especially a short track. It's all about tire conservation and keeping that right front tire on the car, keeping that right rear tire on the car, depending on where you go. And these have tightened up. Service and Berger continue at it for third. Service around the outside. No, he's going to try to cross him over on exit. Who wants a podium more? Service will send it on Berger. The teammates going at it. Berger has the advantage off of 4. How about 17 laps to go from Myrtle Beach?
What a battle from the teammates, the 77 and the 81, putting on a good show for the podium.
I mean, again, great battles, and Schumacher, I mean, I don't know if Schumacher, yeah, it's not. Oh, into the wall goes Max Service. Did they both get the wall?
Okay, at least it wasn't too bad. At least, you know, they didn't spin or anything. It's just a little bit of a wall there.
Malenko now to the inside of McClune. Can Malenko snag a third?
Malijo's pushed all the way forward. That's insane.
If
What
Malika
a
can go
fast
from the
finish.
last car on the restart to a podium finish in 40 laps, what a run that'll be.
Yeah, that'll be something to talk about.
Now Seth Berger, he can breathe a little bit more. We wind down 14. No, he can't. Here comes Max Service up the inside. Turn 2. Berger, can he get
Now
the
you
power
gotta-
down?
Now you gotta be thinking they know Maliko's coming. Maliko is coming. He is there. Now they have to wonder, do we keep battling or do we let it stall out?
I think they have to, because if Malika makes a mistake, then you don't want to give up any time in this battle. But they're battling hard, and they're battling side by side. Service, he's going to send it. You don't want to wreck the teammate. That's for sure.
And especially not Seth, because then Burger Nation will not be happy with you.
Oh, that's going to be tough. They're going to be teammates, and they're going to be... Oh, and Service is sliding. He's going to send Berger up the track, and here comes Malenko.
Wow. What a send from Service.
Talk about foreshadowing. Here comes Malenko trying to snag 4th and 3rd from his teammates to the inside of Berger. Can Malenko get the power down? Does he have a send on 7 to 3?
With 10 laps to go, Malenko is going to be pushing it. He wants.
Oh, they're gonna go
podium
3
there.
wide with the teammates. Oh man.
Oh man, close racing from Swift Motorsports. I don't know if you want to really wreck your teammate, but
I don't.
some very close racing.
What a race the teammates are putting on for 3rd. Now Service on the defensive end. He's sliding on corner entry.
But now you have to wonder. You see McLuhan back there. Does them battling put McLuhan into the mix?
And now Seth Berger is boxed in behind Service and Malenko. Malenko, he needs to get to the inside of, I think, Max to have anything to say about that. I think he's trying to clear Seth. Almost clear Seth. And Seth fighting back. Malenko, this is, I think, one of the hardest battles Malenko's had to go through. And Max wants a podium as well. I think, you know, we talk about teammates. They're not teammates right now. They're racing each other right now, that's for sure. They're opponents.
Right now, it's all or nothing. It's no more teammates. Closing laps of races, you throw your teammate status out the window. It's I get this. I want to race and I want to finish better than you.
Yeah. You are a car ahead of me in the finishing positions. You need to move. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I agree. And Malenko's showing that strategy right now. It tries to get by Service with 5 laps to go from the Myrtle Beach Speedway.
We've seen Malenko have contact with Max. Max is sliding. Malenko's going to shoot to the inside.
Oh,
Max is still sliding. Now, Max, you don't want to give up a top 5 here. You got to keep the wheels under that thing.
Yeah, what a save from Service, though. That was a big slide. Way to not wreck it and overcorrect.
And now Seth Berger might have something. Can Berger still have a way to snag a podium? But how about Malenko? From the last car on the restart to 3rd in 40 laps. What a nutty run for Malenko. Schumacher, he had nothing for Greg Holt. I mean, Holt is gone. 3 seconds up the road is Greg Holt. 2.5 laps to go for the dominant Greg Holt. I think he's led pretty much every lap today besides maybe the first couple laps because he was battling Malenko. And a slide behind of a lapped vehicle. And Adrian Schumacher.
I think he's led almost every lap for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right.
It looks like he's going to get another win here, and what a way to do it
I mean,
Greg.
We're in the run to the playoffs with 3 races to go. He's taking now the last 2 races. If he can make it through turns 3 and 4, For the third time in his Outlaws Sim Series career, Greg Holt is going to win at Myrtle Beach. In the run for Adrian Schumacher to spin it across the line. He'll come home second. Malenko from last on the restart to third. The Team Swift Motorsport teammates wrecking after the checkers. Fourth and fifth. McClune comes home sixth.
Hardly.
And it'll be Jeremiah Stutzman in P7. Everybody's setting it off into turn one. But Greg Holt, back-to-back wins and his third career Outlaws Sim Series victory. It's his time to burn him down on the front straightaway. Greg Holt, your winner from Myrtle Beach.
That's impressive.
I mean, this was his day. I mean,
Yeah,
the last 2 weeks have been his. And he's going to park it in victory lane, and we'll talk to him in just a moment. We're going to go in reverse podium order, and he's doing burnouts in victory lane.
Oh, and Adrian Schumacher's driving backwards through pit lane.
He's just having fun. Well, this is, let's go back and, let's go back. We're going to talk to our third place finisher, Malenko, in just a moment. Here we go. Alright, and let's bring him on in here. Third place finisher, Malenko. Well, before we get to what happened, I want you to talk about that final run. You went from the last car on the track to third in 40 laps. Talk about those final 40 laps.
You're just moving forward, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Even though you get set back, you can't just give up on the race like a few people in the race. But just gotta keep going and see where you get, I guess.
Right. So, again, strong car, difficult race. Malenko, what happened with the lap 95?
Just figured because he's a lap car, he let the two cars in front of me by in the same corner. He would have not raced me out of the corner, but guess wrong. Lap cars want to pretend that they're a lead lap car, so it is what it is.
Understandably frustrated. Before that happened, you had pit stops. You did short pit Greg Holt by a good chunk. You had a 7-second advantage by the time he came off the pit lane. And then I think the tires were starting to even out. Had that not happened, was defending against Greg Holt, was that going to be achievable for you?
I think it would have been pretty easy to hold because it just was terrible to pass. It was not easy to pass, to get below someone and dive. It was painful to try and pass someone.
Right. Well, I say tough. I mean, it was tough, and it's not the result you wanted because, of course, you want to win. But a third place finish, especially the fashion you got your third place finish, was remarkable. But how do you plan to better that next week at Rockingham?
Don't know. Never raced at Rockingham. Always gonna go out there and try and be fast as I can be. Try and win. We'll see. Holt is putting a good run here. Thankfully, he's not a playoff eligible driver, or maybe a bit iffy, but it's not that big a deal when he wins a race right now. So he's keeping it from me, but he's keeping it from everyone else. So
fair enough. Jacob, you have any questions for Mal?
Nope, I think I'm good.
Right on. Well, congratulations on the third place finish, and I know, again, a little bittersweet. But what a run there, those final 40 laps, and what a car you had today. Best luck to you next week at Rockingham.
Yep, thank you, and congratulations to Holt.
Rock on.
Yep.
And, all right. We want to talk to this man.
Yes, we do.
Did he know? Adrian Schumacher. How are you doing, man? You have a copy, Adrian?
Oh,
Okay. Well, we'll try to get an interview of him. Oh, he's back. Or he's interview waiting. All right. Hey, Adrian, you got a copy?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. All right.
All right.
So I know I asked you after you won the Roval if you knew about Lucas Oil, and you said no, you had never heard of it. Did you know about Myrtle Beach before last week?
I did not know, but once I saw the track, I'm like, oh, I raced this in NASCAR '07.
Ah, there you go. So, I assume this track is very new to you on the iRacing platform. How did you get this thing to second?
Well, after that one caution that I accidentally said caution over the chat, I apologize. I was here. I heard in my ear someone throw it out, and I guess my fingers on the keyboard just pressed 1 and enter, and I guess they accepted that.
Oh man.
Then another caution came out when I just pitted. I had fresh tires, went through the field, and then that other caution came out and kind of found a rhythm, but not fast enough to get first.
Right. Okay. Well, let's be honest. Greg Holt, I mean, he is blazing fast, and he's a 3,800 I rating. He's got loads of time on ovals on this service, and I don't know about loads of time, but he's got the experience at this thing on the service. And at the beginning of the season, at least when you run Road America, you're pretty adamant on you being a self-proclaimed road racer. But these runs, they keep coming, and you're stringing together some great runs. Are you going to change that narrative? Do you feel differently about these ovals, or what?
I mean, I'm getting better, but I still consider myself a road course racer just because I know the very basics and know how to do them well.
Right. No, for sure. When we go to a road course, you're definitely one of the odds favorites. If we had some people in Vegas betting on you or betting on those road races, you're one of the heavy bettors. But I mean, a second place finish at a very difficult. I mean, so many drivers had trouble today. I don't think you understand how many people spun. And you.
Yeah.
Sorry, go for it.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying the strategy to pit on the caution when nobody else did gave you an advantage, but then you had the pace to maintain your position. So I think that says a lot. Oh goodness, what was I gonna say? But I guess how was this track to you? This is, I mean, a track that the Xfinity Series, the Busch Series, hasn't raced on in 21 years in real life, and this is for much smaller or lesser horsepowered cars.
Yeah, I think for me it's a pretty good oval track for me because when you head into turn 1, you get the back end gets really light on you, and I prefer a tail happy car. I can't stand understeer though.
Oh, these things are made for understeer.
Yeah. Any chance I can get the back end to unsettle, I take it.
For sure. I run a league with these things on Thursday nights. They're bricks on wheels, I tell you. But all right. So a great run today. I mean, phenomenal. I mean, I guess we need to start including you in the conversation at difficult, ovals, because you seem to shine at the ovals where the driver skill tends to really be a factor. But next week we're at the Rockingham. If you've played NASCAR 07, then you might know Rockingham from other NASCAR games earlier. But what do you feel about Rockingham?
I haven't bought the track yet, so
Okay.
I usually buy these things like half hour before the race.
Well, there you go. A lot of drivers consider it to be similar. I think, who was it? One of the drivers thought it was similar in practice. Somebody had mentioned it, but somebody said it was similar to the Rockingham in terms of feature. Yeah, Adam
It was
thought it
Adam.
was similar to Rockingham. So, if it is in your book, do you think you can maybe muster up a similar run and maybe have a shot at the win?
It's gonna be 50-50, I think.
Fair enough. All right, we've held you here long enough, and I know interviews aren't really your thing. And then,
Yep.
but yeah, second place finish. I mean, congratulations. Talked very highly about you today on the broadcast, and very happy they weren't jinxes.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm glad.
But right on. Congratulations on the second place finish. Best of luck to you next week at the Rock.
Yep. Thanks.
Rock on. And that was Adrian Schumacher. And let's talk to the man of the hour, Greg Holt.
The legend.
Greg Holt, man. How did you get this one done?
Save the tires. Just kept it clean. That's it. That's what it takes. Just consistency. Can't get involved in stuff.
Yeah.
I almost did one time. That was close enough. I thought I had mad damage, and I ended up not having any. So I was surprised.
Yeah, we weren't watching at the time, but I think it was Eddie, one of the co-commentators up here, and he had pointed it out that you had gotten into it with Lingerfeld there. What had happened there? Was it just miscommunication, bad close-up rate, or what happened?
Well, when I pulled up, Gardner had gone under him in the corner, and then when they came off the corner, Gardner just pulled way down low to give me the lane, and I thought Lingerfeld was going to stay up, and so I was just driving into the corner like I normally would, and I don't think I turned enough, and he turned more than I thought he was going to, and I mean, I barely got into him. I mean, that's on me. I was trying to be patient. I just wasn't expecting, wasn't ready for the breaking point change there, and it kind of caught me off guard. Lucky it could have cost me and him both. So,
right. All right. So that was, I think, during pit cycle or right before pit cycle.
Yeah, it was just before the pit cycle.
So you had a large margin, and then Malika had short pitted you big time, I think, especially after last week. He made short pitting a little bit part of his game plan. He said, if he hadn't gone into the incident with the lap car that he brought out the yellow and all, he would have had, a little bit of an easier time, I guess, holding you off because it's so hard to pass here. You were chasing him down. It was about 7 seconds when you came off the pit lane. One, do you think you could have finished the chase if he, never wrecked? And then do you think you could have found a way around him?
I was 0.3 a lap faster from the time I came off pit road. I wasn't even pushing the car, I was just kind of riding. So I don't think it would have been an issue. 30 laps on tires is a huge deal, and unlike the last race, we had a longer run, a shorter run at the end of it. So he wasn't going to be able to get some crazy huge advantage like we did. I mean, so 30 laps, I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't pushing it. I knew he was just going to come back, just running a consistent, steady pace. And when I dropped it down to under 2 seconds when he got into the accident, I knew in the next probably 6-7 laps I was going to get to him. And maybe he would have tried to block or whatever, but I don't think with 30 lap newer tires he would have stood much of a chance. The tires weren't equal.
I was looking at the lap time. It was about 14 laps, the difference, pit laps or 15 laps actually. And
it was only 15.
Yeah.
I thought it was longer than that. But it was still 0.3 a lap difference.
I was just about to say it was a 0.3 a lap difference. I was watching that. It was stabling out. It was obviously like a second and a half a second and 3 seconds. With your tires aging, into the run.
Yeah.
Do you think that advantage would have maintained? I mean, I guess there wasn't that much of a gap left, but
yeah, I think it would have, because when we got to the end of that 100 lap run, we had dropped to 20.6s.
Fair.
So the tires were constantly falling off. We weren't even close to that, and a 15 lap advantage is a 15 lap advantage. It continues to slow down.
Right.
So, I mean, it wasn't like he got a 50 lap run out on me and got to put me 2 laps down like we did to everybody else, or
Yeah.
That was the difference. I wasn't really worried about it or thinking about it. I stayed out intentionally. I knew he was going to be in front of me, but I also knew that the new tires was going to be a huge advantage.
Right. All right, so enough about the what ifs. Now let's talk about what did happen on that restart. At first, you got clear of the field and you got out to your advantage, and then Schumacher kind of emerged from the flames, and he started to become, I guess, the only other challenger to you. He had maintained the gap and started to close a little bit, and then all of a sudden you opened it up. Did you notice that he was not losing time to you and maybe even gaining a little bit?
I was watching. He was like 1.3 back, and then 1.6, and then he brought it back to 1.3. But once I got a little over a second, I just wasn't pushing the car. And when he would gain a little the next lap or two, I'd go a little bit harder. I'm just trying to save it, And then once he had burnt his stuff up, I just continued my pace. I didn't push it any further.
So is that kind of what you did earlier with Cardula pressuring you? Were you kind of running your own, or was he like actually giving?
I wasn't racing him. I was running my own line. If I wasn't trying to block, if he had gotten under me, I definitely would have given it to him and just let him go. But yeah, I was definitely just trying to run my times, not what he wanted me to. I was afraid if I pushed it that the 7 car Malenko would have saved enough to try to come back.
Right.
So I was just trying to maintain. Keep those tires under 300.
Yes, sir. Just out of that, I think that says a lot. How interesting and intriguing, these short track races can be, even though they're long green flag runs. There's a lot to them. Next week we're at the Rock. I think Adam said there's some similar characteristics between here and the Rock. How do you feel about your chances to try to make it 3 in a row and get win number 4 in the season at the Rock?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I don't believe I own Rockingham yet. So we'll find out. I owned this track. I have never raced it. I practiced on it once in a late model or a pickup truck or a late model with one of my buddies for a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, it's the short tracks that's just outbreaking people. It's what I like. So if luck is with me, we'll do all right.
Right on. Jacob, you have anything for Greg?
Greg, you got that win. What did it take out of that 3 car today to get that win? Malenko was fast, and Landon was also fast as well. The Cardullo was coming up there, but that 3 car, what did it take?
Just had to run my own race and not worry about them. I really didn't want anybody else to set the pace. I wanted to set my own. I luckily got the jump on the green flag. I'm not sure if Malenko just let me go. I know if it was me, I wouldn't have done that. But yeah, I mean, I just ran my own race. Didn't try to stop myself from taking it away from myself. I guess don't beat yourself.
Yeah, well, you definitely did set the pace tonight. That was another dominant fashion race for you. I'll send it back to Emerson here. Good win tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, rock on. Congratulations. Yeah, again, 3rd win in the Outlaw Sim Series, 2nd win in a row. Here's best luck to you next week at Rockingham. See if you can make it 3 in a row and win number 4 in the season.
That's right. 2 in a row, and 3 out of 4. We're gonna try. We'll go for number 4.
Rock on. Best luck to you.
Thanks.
That was driver of the number 3 and race winner Greg Holden. What a race! I mean, very. I guess at first you when you're looking at it on paper, I'm like, only a couple cautions, a very field was spread out, leader was gone, not that interesting. But the more we talk about it, the more I'm like, whoa, this was crazy.
Yeah, we had a great race today. I mean, we had some very great battles, some wrecks, and what a race today that was put on.
Well, for sure. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at our race results. If we can bring them up here. Oh, all right, I was gonna say take it a little moment to get them up, but we got our race results here. And, yeah, Greg Holt, obviously the winner, 3 seconds over Adrian Schumacher, and Malenko will squeeze out a podium after the run that he had today. It was not looking too well with about 40 laps to go, but somehow, someway, he'll snag a podium over Team Swift teammates Seth Berger, Max Service, Josh McClune comes from 6th, Jeremiah Stutzman 7th, Brandon Richardson 8th, Joseph Causey 9th, Kevin Thompson will come home in 10th, Kyle Lingerfeld in that important playoff battle will come home 11th. Jacob, give us the final 10.
All right, and then you got Eric Peck in 12th, Devin Smith, hard day, not a great day for Devin Smith. Still finished 13th, though. What a way to do it. 14th, Landon Cardulo, tough break for him after his pedal got stuck and he put it in the wall, and that ended his day. Adam Gardner in 15th, Jason Miz in 16th, Farron Elam Jr. in 17th, Matthew Setzer in 18th, Tyler Markle in 19th, Andrew Pratt in 20th, and James Filippi in 21st, rounding out the field.
And there's the carnage that happened after the checkers in the background. Let's bring it up once again, and I think it's very important to today's charity, the American Humane Association. And American Humane is committed to ensuring the safety and well-being of animals. And for more than 100 years, American Humane has been first in promoting the welfare and safety of animals and strengthening the bond between animals and humans. They are first to serve wherever animals are in need of rescue, shelter, protection, or security, and through their innovative leadership initiatives. From their No Animals Were Harmed program in Hollywood, or to the broad-based farm and conservation animal welfare certifications, to rapid response rescue and care across the country, American Humane sets the gold standard as the most visionary and effective animal welfare organization in the nation. And again, we shout out to charity each week. We broadcast the final 30 minutes of practice in the name of a charity each week to give them any kind of platform that we can help out with, any kind of support we can help out with, and anything is appreciated. Of course, if you can so if you can donate to the American Humane Association, that would do wonders. You can donate on our Facebook page. We'll have posts about today's race on our Facebook page, and there'll be the donation button there, and it'll go between you, Facebook, and the charity. There's a donation button right there to the American Humane Association, or you can check out more at americanhumane.org. And well, congratulations to Greg Holt on getting his third Outlaw Sim Series victory, a very dominating race here at Myrtle Beach. We unclosed Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for a run in these NASCAR Xfinity Series cars. 21 years removed since the last Xfinity Series race here. And next week, we continue the throwing back of races. We're at the Rockingham Raceway. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday, February 17th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Outlaw Sim Series Round 25. 2 races left in the playoffs. The Rock. We continue to run. You won't want to miss it. This has been James Gilliard, Jacob Zala, and Emerson Arden on the call tonight. Stay safe. Stay warm. Have a great night. And we'll see you next time.